what's up, you guys? So I have another Coldplay song for you today, Viva La Vida. I actually was watching Chris Martin play it on the Howard Stern show. I think it was a couple years back now, but I noticed that he was playing it in a way that I didn't know how to play. He was playing it, I could tell he was playing it in a way that wasn't in standard tuning. I could tell there was some odd tuning that he had on the guitar, but I really liked the sound of it, and I really wanted to learn how to play it that way, because I'm assuming that's the way they originally recorded it. So I did. I had to do some research and dug it up, and I found out what the tuning was and everything like that, and I learned it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this one down for you guys so you can learn it the way that he plays it. All right. So first off, we have to tune the guitar. It's not in standard tuning. So I'm going to refer to the strings throughout the lesson as the normal E, A, D, G, B, E, but they're actually going to be tuned differently. All right. So for the thickest E string, we're going to tune that down a half step to a D sharp. All right, so you're tuning that down to a D sharp. And then the A string, which is the fifth string, you're tuning that down to a G sharp. All right. And then the D string, which is the fourth string, you're tuning that down to a C sharp. And then the G string is going to be tuned down to an F, which is the third string. The second string, which is normally a B, is going to be tuned down to a G sharp. And the thinnest E string is going to be tuned down to a D sharp. Alright, and that should sound like this. Sounds beautiful, played open. Alright, and then I'm going to play the verse for you guys real quick, and then I'm going to break that down. And he just repeats that for the verse. So the first chord he's playing is a D flat. All right, that's what we're going to refer to it as a D flat. That's the root note here on this thickest E string. So that's pointer finger on the 10th fret, thickest E string, and your ring finger or your pinky, whatever's easier for you. I'm going to use my ring finger, the 12th fret of the A string. All right, and you're muting the rest of the strings. Just kind of let your fingers rest over those so they're not ringing out. All right, and then he's using a palm muting technique during the verses and some other parts of the song as well. So to get that, you're going to rest your hand on the bridge of the guitar, and that's going to give you that muted technique. All right. So he goes from this chord, which all he's doing there is just taking his pointer finger and pulling that off and just focusing on these two top strings. And then he's going to leave his ring finger where it is and take his pointer finger to the 9th fret. And then move up here, the same shape. You're just moving your pointer finger to the 2nd fret of the thickest E string and your ring finger to the 4th fret of the A string. All right, so again, that's and then back to that again. Okay? And then he plays that for the entire verse. And then we go into the chorus, and I'll play the chorus for you real quick, and then I'll break that down. All right, and he just keeps going through that until he goes back into the verse. All right, so the first chord for the chorus is a D flat played here, which is the pointer finger, the 5th fret of the A string, ring finger, 7th fret of the D, pinky, 7th fret G string. All right, and you're gonna leave everything ringing open. You can mute the thickest E string. All right, and then it transitions to a E flat. We're playing it here, which is the ring finger, 7th fret A string, middle finger, 6th fret D string, pointer finger, 5th fret of the G string. Also muting that thickest E string. And then we go to an A flat, which is pointer finger, 5th fret of the thickest E string, ring finger, 7th fret of the A, pinky, 7th fret of the D string. You leave everything ring open. That's like this. We just learned this one. You're just moving that up. Imagine that like a power chord. And then we're going to take this same shape and move it down to this F, which is going to be 2nd fret pointer finger of the thickest E, ring finger, 4th fret of the A, pinky, 4th fret of the D. And then we repeat that. All right. And then there's a little interlude / pre-chorus where he goes back and forth from that D flat chord we learned in the chorus. And then to this chord, which all you're doing is imagine this F we learned from the chorus and take your pointer finger to the 2nd fret of the G string. All right. So that'll sound like this. And going out of that like pre-chorus / interlude, you go back into the chorus and you use this shape that we learned from the chorus, which is that E flat. So I'll play through that real quick so you see what I mean. Back into the chorus. All right, and then he throws in these little embellishments when he's singing as well. So when we're in the chorus, he'll go through these. You can throw your pinky finger on here if you want to the 7th fret of the D string. And then when he goes to this F, he also plays this, which is the pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. And he'll go also from the G string 3rd fret with his middle finger to his pointer finger 2nd fret. So that'll sound like this. So that's it. That's all you need for the entire song. I really hope this helped you guys out. The next thing you need to do is go ahead and hit that subscribe and bell notification so you can be reminded as soon as I release more content like this. Hit that like button, share with a friend. Comment down below if there's any other songs that you would like me to teach you guys. I'd be more than happy to help you guys out. See you guys in the next one. Take care.